Hello and welcome to this tutorial. This is already like my fourth attempt because I keep messing something up, so hopefully everything goes right this time. Okay, today's tutorial is going to be on Skrillex, mode step, Mount Eden-like sample mangling, you know, the mainstream stuff everybody seems to be into nowadays. So yeah, let's get started. What do we need? Well, we need some chords. I've already got those prepared here in Thor. Yeah, really basic, like mainstream, like everybody uses those kind of chords. Okay, and we need a sample. This sample I've loaded up here into a blank new initialized NNXT is just one of my friends singing.
Evening rise, spirit come.
Yeah, okay, let's get started. I'll create a new group and move my cursor to the left. Then I'll go to the NNXT and duplicate this zone a couple of times because we want many zones to work with. So yeah, just duplicate them and again. And then I'll use the automap zones chromatically function to map those zones from C1 upwards. So if I activate this select zone via MIDI button, you can see I can just select them with my keyboard, with my MIDI controller. Okay. Yes, okay. First sample. Now we want to mangle this up. So we'll have to use single sample bits, so to speak, and then extract the nice vocal parts and then layer them over each other or use them in a nice like arpeggio style. Now this is all much musical theory. I'll just show you what I'll do, and yeah, I think you'll get the idea pretty quickly. Okay, I'll create a really short loop. Note the tempo is 175, that's classic drum and bass tempo. I'll turn the loop on and you can see we have a really short loop there. I'll just draw in a MIDI note at C1 and you can hear the sample is repeating. Now I'll have to scan the sample for nice parts. So I'll just keep that on loop and start moving the start button down here. This sounds like a nice part here. Okay, that was the first sample. Now I'll move on to the next one. So I'll move this note one key up. We already have that one, so I'll keep moving through the sample. Okay, next one. Okay, next one. And just a couple of more for good measure. And one more. Okay, so I've chopped up a couple of samples here, and now all I have to do is start arranging them. So I'll just go to 1/8 quantization and start drawing in samples. This is the actual fun part, because no matter what you do, most of the time it will sound right. Especially this. As on a side note, I know this sample is in D minor, so any sample I get, if I any sample I choose of these couple of those I've chopped up, if I add some D minor chords, then it will sound just right. I'll demonstrate that in a second. Dun, dun, dun. I'll just draw in some random notes here. And then on the end, add a little bit of shuffle there. Don't really like this yet. maybe like this. Yeah, so here I have this group with the samples. I'll just copy them over a couple of times. Yeah, I'm just moving random samples around here and trying to get what sounds good. Okay, so yeah, these are the two groups I created. I'll join them into one clip, copy them over, and this sounds nicely chopped, but it's not really intense and emotional yet. So first of all, to get some intensity into that, I'll select all groups in this NNXT, go to the filter section, turn on a high pass filter, and get that to, you know, somewhere in the middle. And that just crispens up the vocals. And I'm a lazy guy, and so are you guys. And this is why I'll just create an effect, go to Reason Factory Sound Bank, go to all effect patches, dynamics, vocals, and just choose the M-Class vocal processor preset. It's a nice vocal processing patch, which has a de-esser built in. This is this equalizer and the compressor, an equalizer, and another compressor just for the vocals with really harsh settings, low threshold, intense ratio, relatively. And yeah, it just smoothens out the vocal really nicely. So without and with. Yeah, get some. I've set up a couple of send effects here, some reverb and delay. And then, of course, to make it sound really emotional, just grab these D minor chords. And there you go, that's an instant 3,000 likes and 500,000 views, together combined with a couple of thumbs up comments and people telling you that they jizzed when they heard your song. All because you had some old sample lying around. Yeah, so this is the nice chop up technique. And it's really easy to do. Just grab some sample you have lying around. I'm sure you all have people in your circle of friends who like to try out singing. And the nice thing about this is because it sounds so glitchy, the people singing actually don't have to be that awesome singers. I mean, this girl is, but... but, you know, just get your friends to try out, or try out yourself. Just sing some notes and try to chop them up. Because the more they are chopped up, the less people are going to recognize it's actually you. Which can be nice if you don't have a lot of self-consciousness. So yeah, I'll just pull up a little song I was working on the other night, and I'll show you how I used this technique with actually the same sample in a really nice build-up here. This is a drum step track. So yeah, it works really, really well. I think this is a nice little thing to do if you want to add some spice to your mix. And yeah, basically just try to experiment with this technique. Post any questions you might have in the comment section below. I read every single comment, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.